Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's got some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1, 2.
Gotta play defense now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play action. It's Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he is going to lose yardage here. That 2nd down play nets a -4. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. Slot man moves right. They snap it to Fields. And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have the Bears 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. He's got his man, London, right side. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. First carry for their fullback. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man, and he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though, but I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Goff. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now here's the option play going left. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Off play action, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Well, here we go on 4th down. Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Kirby Joseph there to drop it.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a 2nd down and 6. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st down, they'll run with the longer. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Fields.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there as the first half is winding down.
And the Bears drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hoover. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Throwing on second and long. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Goff and this Lions offense set for 1st and 10.
Right at the 50-yard line.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Goff. He finds his man complete. That's Hoover. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Value three.
Goff now looks to throw. And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Red flag.
On fourth down, Goff. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoover. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is going to lose yardage here. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Throwing right, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Main Fields ain't fumble yet.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Fields. Completes and Mooney on the slant. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bears are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. And it is good, and the lead will swell to 9.
Makes the score Bears 29, Lions 20.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. And this offense on third down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. They run out of the gun with Swift. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Goff steps away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Goff. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now it's gone. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Jet sweep to start the drive. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. This, in all probability, enough.
Gotta play defense now. Main Fields ain't fumble yet.
Fields going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football going with an extra DB here on third down. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
And that's another big-time run, and it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this was a